Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Hey guys, it's Bella Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside and barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Luke!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. You're dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
And that was the playing of our national anthem here at Ohlone College. And fans, we would like to officially welcome you to Ohlone College men's basketball action live on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. Give me 1 second here, folks. There we go. Had to plug in my headset because for some reason it was just acting a little bit strange on me. So want to thank you all so much for joining us this fine evening. Hope you folks are doing well, Ohlone College family. We are welcoming the Foothill College Owls family with us tonight. And this game is going to determine a lot tonight about who's going to potentially have home court advantage. Going into the playoffs, the Renegades have to win this game in order to stay in contention for home court advantage, rather not home field advantage. Keep on almost saying that. They just cannot afford to lose every single game, and I imagine that is not on the menu for the Renegades. I think that they are definitely a lot more focused than they have shown to be in the last couple of weeks. Of course, we know that they've been kind of riding a bit of a off streak lately. They have lost 2 in a row, and this team really needs to just come unglued tonight behind this home crowd to try and get a big win. And I know for a fact that they want to play in front of this home crowd in the first round of the playoffs. And this is a must-win for them if they want that to happen. And as Ohlone College baseball coach Mike Curran is announcing the starting 5 for the home 5. I'll announce the starting 5 for the visiting 5. Number 0, Jalen Leslie from San Francisco. Number 1, Durrell Lowry from San Francisco. I see number 10, Timmy Yee from Redwood City. Ethan Ju from San Francisco, number 34, and then number 15, Elijah Washington. And for the Ohlone College Renegades, it's going to go number 0, Jalen Jones, number 1, Matthew Villanueva, number 5, Jude Jennings, number 15, Michael Fastion, and number 23, Josh Nisulu, the sophomore from Alameda, California. At the line now is going to be Fastion and Lowry, respectively, for first tip at 7:05 p.m. Possession will go to the Owls. And to start off this game, it's going to be number 10, Yee, getting it over to Ju. Ju over to the wing to Leslie. Leslie gets it back over to Ju. Ju trying to get into the paint. Gets it over to number 15, Washington, who's wide open in the center for a 3. Misses his shot. Rebounded by Ju. Ju puts it up himself. Rebounds it himself. And puts it up again and misses it. It is picked up by Jalen Jones, and he's going to drive it back the other way now. Fading to the right side wing, goes through the paint, gets it over to Michael Fastion. Fastion loses control, able to get it to Jalen Jones. Wide open in the wing for 3. Couldn't quite get it in a rebound there from Darrell Lowry. Lowry gets it over to Yee, and Yee driving it over across the left side, gets it to Ju, now over to Leslie. Leslie driving it inside, gets it over to a wide open Ju in the wing for 3, and that will be your first points of the game. 3-0 is the score here for the Owls. And Jalen Jones gets it over to Michael Fastion. Fastion in the center, gets it over to Jude Jennings in the left side wing for 3, misses his shot. Rebounded by Michael Fastion with 4 Owls around him, and he's going to be called for a travel. It seems that Ohlone College has had some problem with their XLR cables lately, as now Coach Curran is having trouble with his XLR. As Yee drives this one inside, gets it over to Lowry, who's in the paint, puts it up for 2, misses his shot, rebounded by Michael Fastion. Jalen Jones is going to take it the other way now and gets it over to Jude Jennings in the left side wing. From the left side wing to the center, back over to Jones. Jones fades it over to the right side wing, gets it over to Josh Nisulu, who's playing in the center. Now to Fastion, wide open in the paint for 2. First points of the night for the Renegades goes to Michael Fastion. It is 3-2 here, 18:05 to play. As Lowry gets it over to number 0, Leslie. Leslie drives it inside, puts it up for a 2-point shot, and it is good. Now Jalen Jones going to take it back the other way, gets it over to Jude Jennings, who's in the wing. In the left side wing, driving it inside, up the middle, through the paint, and is able to get a shot up, but good defense there from Darrell Lowry, able to stop the Renegades offense there and get the rebound himself. Now gets it over to number 0, Jalen Leslie. And Leslie is going to get a screen here from Ju. Drives it across the left side, 8 to shoot as Yee has it, goes over the middle, and it's tipped away by Michael Fastion, picked up by Jude Jennings, and Jennings is going to be run over on the play, and the foul is going to go. It's going to go against Elijah Washington from San Jose's Piedmont Hills. It is his first and team first. As Jalen Jones gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jude Jennings over to Josh Nisulu in the corner for 2. Misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Lowry. Lowry. Over to Leslie. Leslie in the left side wing gets it to number 15, Washington. Washington in the wing gets it over to Ju in the paint. Ju loses control, able to try and pass it, and it's intercepted by Michael Fastion. Over to Jalen Jones, now over to Villanueva for 3. Misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Lowry. And Lowry gets it over to, that is number 15, Washington. Washington over to number 10, Yee. Yee shoots it up for 3, misses his shot. It's rebounded by Jalen Jones. Now over to Josh Nisulu to Jude Jennings. Jennings in the far left side wing, drives it inside, finds Matthew Villanueva for 3, misses his shot. He was on the right side corner there, and now Jude is going to fade over to the corner himself. Now driving this one up the middle, in the paint, putting it up for two, and a good job by Jude Jennings. Washington gets it underneath to Jew. Jew gets it over to Lowry for three, misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Jalen Jones. Jones driving it back the other way, but he is fouled doing so. So he's going to take it out from the corner over here, and it is going to be foul against Timmy Yee. It is his first and team's second. Jalen has it from Michael Fashion, as Michael was the one to take it. Or actually, no. Jalen took it out to Michael, and Michael passed it over back to Jalen. Now Jalen over to Villanueva for three. 7-5 is the score. In the game now is Jalen Williams for the Owls. He gets it over to Yee, who gets it over to Lowry, and Lowry misses his shot. It's rebounded. Physical rebound there from Villanueva. Gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jones back across the court to Jude Jennings. Jennings back over to Jones. Back over to Villanueva, who's in the center. Now Villanueva for a three in the center. It is missed. It's rebounded by Fashion. Fashion puts it up for two, and he's going to get a shot. Foul is on Darrell Lowry, and Michael Fashion is going to come to the line for a three-point play. And Fashion puts it up. It is good. And it's a three-point play for the Renegades by Michael Fashion. What a job there. 10-5 Renegades lead as Williams tries this one up the middle, puts it up for two. Villanueva from the center gets a screen from Fashion, goes underneath to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu looking for a man, gets it over to Villanueva. Villanueva in the corner gets it to Nisulu, who's in the right side wing. He puts it up for three, misses his shot. A scrum develops, and it's Jamal Frenchwood on the rebound there for the Owls. Gets it over to number 4, Williams. Jalen Williams over to Yee. Now over to Jew. Ethan Jew back over to number 3, Jamal Frenchwood for the corner's three-shot missed. Josh gets it over to Michael Fashion. It was a pass all the way across the court, and Fashion was trying to go up for a layup. He is fouled doing so by Ethan Jew. That is the team 5th foul already for the Eagles. Sorry, 4th foul. It is Jew's 1st foul of the game. And so Fashion's going to come to the line for 2. And his first is good. Fashion. His second of 2 is no good. 11-7 is the score. Renegades lead by 4. It's Jalen Williams from the wing. Gets it over to Jew, who's in the center. Now over to Leslie, who's in the corner left side. Now he drives it back over across. Gets it over to Micaiah Weich. And Weich misses his shot. And it's rebounded by the Renegades. Josh Nisulu gets it over to Villanueva. Villanueva, who's in the center, looking to try and find a spot, gets it over to Nebu Teklamariam, and Teklamariam is going to be called for a travel. Checking back into the game for the Owls will be Elijah Washington. Checking out will be Ethan Jew. Jalen Williams gets it over to number 0, Leslie. Leslie back over to Williams, and Williams lost control and it goes out of bounds. Possession will be kept by the Owls. You can hear how audibly intense Coach Jordan Lee is, as Leslie takes it out, gets it over to Jalen Williams. Williams misses his shot. It's rebounded by Leslie. Leslie trying to get it over to a teammate as it was going out of bounds, and the Renegades are able to steal it away. It is Villanueva as Ryan Uncleback is going to take off his t-shirt. His jersey is ready to go, and so is he. He's getting ready to check into this game in just a minute. Jude Jennings over to Josh Nisulu, back over to Jude Jennings. Josh getting called back over to the other side of the court as Jude drives it the other way, gets it to Teklamariam for three and airballed it. And now Jalen Williams trying to drive it up the middle, loses control. The Renegades have it. Michael Fashion going up for a layup, misses his shot. Cleaned up by Josh Nisulu, our cover athlete, in there to back up his teammate and get the two-point shot. And the Renegades are going to rebound now a shot from Washington as it was off the mark. And the Renegades are in complete control of this game right now. 13-7 with 12:25 on the clock as Teklamariam has it in the wing, gets it over to Fashion in the center now to Villanueva in the wing. And now it's Josh Nisulu who has it in the corner. He's going to prop up and shoot it for two and misses his shot. Rebounded by Elijah Washington as Washington looks like he's going to fade it over to the left, and he does. Left side wing gets it over to number 3, Frenchwood, who's on the right side wing. Drives it up the middle, loses control of the ball, but it's a foul called against Ohlone College. It is going to be called against Nebu Teklamariam. It will be his first and team first. Oh, no, it's going to be 15, Michael Fashion. I thought I saw ref hold up 14, so it's actually Michael Fashion called on the foul. His first and team first. As Leslie takes it out from underneath the net, gets it over to number 15, Washington. Washington over to number 11, Weich, and Weich misses his shot. It's rebounded by the Renegades. Matthew Villanueva taking it the other way now. Setting up the play as Ryan Uncleback is in. Checked out for him is Michael Fashion. As Jude Jennings now has it. Driving it up the middle, gets it over to Uncleback. Wide open in the center for three. Uncleback misses his shot, rebounded by Teklamariam, and Teklamariam fouls doing so. So this time, the foul is indeed on Nebu Teklamariam, and this is his first and team's second. So taking back the other way now are the Owls. It's number 11, Weich, drives it up the middle, gets it over to Lowry, who's back in the game, and now to number 4, Jalen Williams. Williams back over to Washington, who's in the center, drives it up the middle, somehow able to fight it away from two Renegades, but cannot get a clean shot off, and it's rebounded by the Renegades. And it was Matthew Villanueva, gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jennings loses control as he falls, and he loses control of the ball, gets it over to Washington. Washington passes it to Williams, and Williams slams it down for two. So now Villanueva over to Uncleback. Uncleback, who's in the wing, gets it over to Nisulu, who's in the center. Nisulu trying to drive this one up the middle, and a whistle is blown. It's a foul called against number 11, Micaiah Weich.
Number 11, Micaiah Weich, his first, team fifth.
It is his first and team fifth. (13-9) is the score as Uncleback has it on the play now. Fakes the handoff to Jalen Jones and tosses it over to Teklamariam, who's on the right side wing, and Teklamariam travels doing so. (10:29) on the clock. Renegades lead by a score of 13-9. As number 15, Elijah Washington, is going to take this one out. Gets it over to number 1, Darrell Lowry, and Lowry gets it over to Washington. Washington for a deep three in the corner, hits it home, and it's a 1-point game now. Jalen driving this one back the other way. Now it's going to stick to the center here. Tries it again, loses control of the ball as it was stolen away by Micaiah Weich. Weich puts it up for two, misses his shot, and going up for the rebound was Frenchwood, and Fashion put his arm in there, and it's going to be a foul called against Michael Fashion. It's his second and team third. Not a shooting foul, though, so Frenchwood is going to take it out from underneath the net. Gets it over to Ethan Jew, who's back in the game. Now to Frenchwood. Jamal Frenchwood for a deep three in the corner, and it hits it home. Timeout call by the Renegades, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I want to send a quick shout out real quick to Ohlone College volleyball player, women's volleyball player, the murderous southpaw that we like to call Gianna Cicanti. And I had messaged her earlier this morning, asked her if she was coming to today's game because went out partying last night because I had a big day. One of my produced films, it was a documentary about sports fanatics, was shown at a theater. My group mates and I were out pretty late, and I was sleep deprived, so I asked her to get me a coffee if she could, and she was happy to do so, so I appreciate that, Gianna. As we return back to action here on the court, it's Michael Fashion in the wing, gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jennings losing time here to shoot as he puts it up, and there is a foul called. Let's see what this foul is. It is going to be called against the Owls. Number 34, Ethan Jew.
His second foul. And team 6.
As Jalen Jones is going to take this one out, gets it over to Fashion, and Fashion in the wing gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones now over to the right side wing, which is Ryan Uncleback. Uncleback tosses it over to Jude Jennings. 8 to shoot, 7 to shoot, 6 to shoot. Jude, double dribble called. He was trying to do his stutter step spin inside, putting it up for 2, but he double dribbles doing so. And the Owls will retake possession here with 9:11 to play and a score of 15-13 here in this first half. Renegades have to get on their horses here as Weish gets it over to number 3, Frenchwood. Now Frenchwood back over to Lowry. Lowry gets it over to number 15, Washington. Washington putting it up for 3, misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Nebu Teklamariam. Jalen Jones now driving it the other way, gets it to Uncleback. Uncleback over to Fashion. Fashion looking for Jude Jennings, and Jennings gets a nice screen there, gets it himself, and passes it over to Uncleback. Uncleback over to Teklamariam, and Teklamariam double juke for a 3-point shot, and it is in. It is actually only a 2-point shot, unfortunately. Great play by him, though, and ties this game here with 8:23 to play in the half, as Leslie drives this one inside, puts it up for 2, misses his shot. Somehow is able to rebound it with 4 Renegades around him. And now Lowry puts it up for 3, misses it. It's rebounded by Leslie. No, that is Frenchwood, and Frenchwood puts it up for 2. And you have to be thinking to yourself, how did the Renegades not get a single rebound there? There were 4 guys around the ball for all 3 of those shots, and they were not able to get a rebound. As Teklamariam's going to drive this one up the middle, gets it over to Fashion. Fashion's going to drive this one inside. Has to be careful here. He's almost going to fall out of bounds, and he throws the ball to the Owls while trying to get rid of it, falling out of bounds. It is Frenchwood who puts it up for 3, and this game has completely been flipped now, as the Owls now have control. It is a 20-15 game, 7:28 to play. Jalen Jones over to Fashion now. Fashion to Jude Jennings. Jennings from the center, putting it up for 3, misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Nebu Teklamariam. Teklamariam to Uncleback. Uncleback underneath, and it is intercepted by number 1, Darrell Lowry. Gets it over to Elijah Washington, who slams it down, and a timeout is going to be called by the Renegades again, as this game completely flipped on their heads. This was going almost perfectly in their eyes, and now the momentum is with the Owls. We will be back in 30 seconds.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And we are back here with more Ohlone College men's basketball action on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. I am Romano Galan, your broadcast announcer this evening. We got a 22-15 game with 7:06 remaining here in the first half. Renegades trail in a tightly contested game. Just 3 minutes ago, though, they were leading by 5 points themselves. And this game is completely flipped on them. The momentum has gone to the Owls, as they were benefited on the prospect of 3 Ohlone College turnovers and an inability to rebound in the paint for the Renegades, as Tekla Mariam gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Jalen Jones now from the corner gets it over to Tekla Mariam. Now Michael Fashion looking to try and find a way to drive this one up the middle. He does so, and he is fouled doing so. So he's going to come to the line for 2 shots. Foul is called against Darrell Lowry, his second and team 7th. And we got some changes for you for the Ohlone College offense. Jude Jennings and Ryan Uncleback are both out now. So is Matty Villanueva. And coming in for the Renegades is J.P. Patag, John Paul Patag, as well as Jalen Jones. Checking back into the game for the Owls is Jalen Williams, as Michael Fashion is good for his first free throw. His second is even better. 22-17 is now the score. As this is now Jalen Williams from the wing, gets it over to number 0, Leslie. Leslie underneath to number 15, Washington. And he's able to get a 2-point shot. Doing a 360 layup right there. A great job by him. Josh Nisulu on the handoff from Jalen Jones goes over to the right side wing. Trying to drive this one inside, gets it over to JP. JP back over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu loses control in the paint, gets it over to Jalen Jones. Back over to Tekla Mariam in the corner for 3, misses a shot. And it's rebounded by the Owls. It is Elijah Washington after the pass, gets it over to Williams. Williams with a high pass to Frenchwood, but Frenchwood is able to keep possession. He's going to drive this one up the middle now, puts it up for 2, and it is a good shot. 26-17, and this game is really starting to get out of hand for the Renegades. As Josh Nisulu has it, hands it off to Tekla Mariam. He's going to fade it over to the right side wing. Calls for JP. Nobody's moving as he hands it off to Fashion, and a jump ball is called as Fashion had a man ripping the ball out of his grasps on both sides. In on the physical play for the defense there for the Owls is Leslie and Williams, but the Renegades will keep possession on the jump ball call as Fashion has 8 seconds on the clock, gets it over to JP. JP to Jalen Jones, 3 seconds to shoot. Jalen underneath the basket, misses his shot, and it's rebounded by the Owls. And it's Frenchwood over to Williams. Williams driving this one up the middle. Shot is put up, and it's denied by Tekla Mariam. But Tekla Mariam with the slap to the hands on accident there, and he's going to be called for a foul. And he made himself one heck of a defensive play there, but the foul completely erases it. It is his second and team 4th to the line for Foothill will be Jalen Williams for 2 shots. The first shot is good. Now for his second. And his second is no good. 10-point game here as the Renegades trail. I'd like to thank you all so much for listening so far. 5:06 left in the half as Jalen Jones passes this one over to the right side. It's JP. JP in the wing for a deep three. JP for three. As Washington is able to drive this one back all the way across and put it up for two. 4:43 now to play as Jalen Jones driving this one back up the middle, gets it to JP. JP in the center for three, misses his shot. Would have been good if he centered it up a little bit more on the basket. As Frenchwood is going to be called for charging there. Made a nice defensive, or a nice physical offensive play, but he is going to be called for a foul. It is his first and team 8th.
And that will be the 8th team foul.
Josh Nisulu takes it out for the Renegades, and it's Jalen Jones. Jalen hands it off to Teklamariam in the left side wing, drives it back across the middle. Now over to Josh Nisulu. Stutter step, puts it up for three. What a shot by Josh Nisulu! Are you kidding me? Yee has it now, drives it up the middle, passes it to number 15, Washington, but he is going to be called for a traveling. 4:09 on the clock now as the Renegades are starting to build a little bit of momentum here. Knock, knock, knock on that wood. Jalen Jones driving it to the right side, gets it to Michael Fashion, who has had himself a game so far. Hands it off to Josh Nisulu, another three-point shot, reminiscent of the previous one just now. And it is now a one-possession game again as Jalen Williams has control of the ball here, gets it over to Washington. Washington back over to Yee. Now Yee to Leslie. Leslie driving it up the middle, misses his shot, rebounded by Jalen Jones. Jalen now from the right side. Gets it over to JP on the right side corner. Stutter steps inside, putting it up for two, misses his shot, rebounded by Neb Teklamariam. And Nebu Teklamariam puts it up for two. Great job by this Ohlone College offense, responding to the pressure. 3:08 to play. As Washington drives this one up the middle, puts it up for two, misses his shot, rebounded by Nebu Teklamariam again. Now Jalen Jones is going to take it the other way, gets it to JP. JP wide open for a three, misses his shot, rebounded by Leslie. Leslie gets it over to Washington. 2:48 to play as Washington gets it over to Frenchwood. Now over to Lowry. Lowry puts it up for two, misses his shot. It goes over to the corner, and number 15 Washington able to pick it up. Now Williams. Stutter steps inside, passes it to Leslie. Now back over to the corner to number 15 Washington. Cannot hit it. So the Renegades now with the basket here can put themselves in the lead. Teklamariam gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones from the center, getting a screen from Michael Fashion as he drives this one up the middle into the paint for two, and the Renegades have taken the lead. What a way to respond to the pressure here by the Renegades with 2:05 remaining to play here in the half. The Renegades are back in the lead after seemingly having everything going wrong for them through the middle end of this half. And they are able here through the back end of this first half to retake control of this game as the Renegades, I believe, yes, it was the Renegades who were called for a foul there. Nebu Teklamariam is his third and team 5th. His third foul already, not a good sign whatsoever. It cannot foul out of the game as Neb is having himself a game so far. And so is Josh Nisulu. Into the game now for the Renegades is going to be Jude Jennings and Matthew Villanueva. And Teklamariam and JP are both out now. 1:57 to play as Frenchwood tries this one up the middle, and Josh Nisulu able to steal it away. Now a pass from Nisulu over to Michael Fashion is stolen away from them, and the Owls are going to retake possession. 1:45 to play here in the half. We are approaching halftime as Weich gets it over to number 10, Yee. No, that is Leslie, my bad. As Leslie gets it over to Frenchwood, and Frenchwood steps out of bounds. 1:34 to play here. 30-29 Renegades lead. As Jalen Jones now has it. Driving it up the middle. And he's going to get another chance here. And he gets hooked as he's going up. And he is down. I believe he is bleeding from the nose. He is conscious though. He's okay. I think I see him bleeding from the nose though as he's covering his face up. That's almost an indication there. He went up to shoot a layup, and one of the Owls couldn't quite get the number on that. We'll get it in just a minute here from the referee crew. Hooked him around the neck and pulled him back down. Did not look intentional though. It looked completely accidental. But it's still going to be a technical, and it's called against, I believe, Malcolm McCray.
Fouls on number 0.
No, number 0. Jalen Leslie is called on the foul. So I completely missed the number. And Jalen Jones is okay, folks. He's actually not bleeding at all. I originally thought he might have been because it looked like his face was a little bit red. But it's just red because he's red hot right now. It's a flagrant foul called against the Owls.
2 free throws for number 0. Jalen Jones.
So 2 free throws for Jalen Jones. And Jalen, his first is no good. Want to send a quick shout out to some of the Renegades, some of the baseball guys that I see. They had a huge win today, breaking a streak of 2 games that they've lost in a row as Jalen hits it home for his second of 2. I see Nino Votaggio, of course, Kyle Olympia, Stevie Hom, Josh Algarin. Goodness, I don't know why I struggle with that name of all names. Josh, he's one of my best friends. And then Cameron Calvillo, of course. Quite a number of others, but those are just some of the guys that stand out to me, of course. Stevie Hom, if I didn't say him before either. As Jude Jennings now has this, gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu looking to try and find a way to get a drive up the middle. He does. He makes the corner wide open for Matthew Villanueva. Villanueva loses or shoots it up and cannot hit the 3-point shot. So it is actually 31-29, not 30-29, and the Renegades will lose possession now. The Owls have it, and it's Jalen Leslie. Jalen driving it over to the right side, gets it over to number 4, Williams. Williams is intercepted by Jude Jennings with 50 to play. Going back the other way is Jalen Jones, gets it over to Fashion, now over to Jude Jennings for a 3! Jude Jennings! What a shot right there by Jude Jennings. 34-29, 30 seconds to play, 21 to shoot. As Frenchwood got to make a play here. Gets it over to the corner to number 11, Weich. Weich misses his 3-point shot. It is now possessed by the Renegades with 10 to play here as Jalen drives this one to the right side. He's got 6, 5, gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu for a deep 3 to end the half. Can't quite get it, and a rebounding shot is no good either. So we have hit the half here with the Renegades leading the Owls by a score of 34-29. We will be back in 15 minutes with more basketball action live. Don't go anywhere yet, folks. This is going to be a dandy. This is going to be a great game. We'll see you in a minute. All right, halftime is over and all. 10 guys back on the court, and we are ready to go here at Ohlone College. And the Owls will take possession here to start this half. And a first basket already has been scored. Didn't quite see who it was. And we're having issues with the public address system, so I can't rely on Coach Curran there. So we're back. Jude Jennings from the wing. Looking to try and find a man. It's Fashion underneath the basket, puts it up for two, misses his shot. It's rebounded by number 34, Ethan Jew. 19-18 on the clock as Washington has it. Gets underneath to Leslie. Leslie to Ethan Jew, and Jew trying to put it up for two. Can't quite do it, but he is fouled doing so. So we will come to the line for two shots for Ethan Jew. Foul is called against Matthew Villanueva. It is his first, team first of the half, as Ethan Jew puts it up for one, misses his shot. Now for his second of two is Ethan Jew. He puts it up, and no good. Wasted opportunity for the Owls. Is a good thing for us Renegades, as Jalen Jones gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jude Jennings driving it up the middle, looking to try and find a spot for two. He puts it up and almost had it there, but he is fouled doing so. Would have been a three-point play, but he's going to come to the line for two shots. And it is Timmy Yee called on the foul, his second and team first. Jude, this is his first shot, and now for his second. Jude is good for his second shot there. 35-31. Jalen gets it over to number 15, Washington. Washington over to Jew, back over to Leslie. Leslie back over to Jew. Looking to try and find a man. Finds Yee for three, misses his shot. Rebounded by Jew, puts it up for two. Beautiful job by the Owls. 35-33 as Jalen Jones drives it back across the other way. Looking to try and find a man, gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu driving it inside, almost loses control. Now gets it over to Matthew Villanueva, but it is offline as Villanueva faded away from home. And that pass went to nobody in particular. It actually bumped Coach Jordan Lee in the stomach on its way out. So the Owls will retake possession here, 35-33. As it is Leslie. Getting it over to Yee. Yee now over to Washington. Washington to Jew. Back over to Washington. Underneath the basket, tying the game. And now this is Jude Jennings spinning it across the other way. Gets it over to Villanueva. Villanueva, who's in the far corner. Oh my goodness. Villanueva accidentally cup checked number 10, Timmy Yee, and he got hit in the family jewels. I mean, he took it like a champion though. Holy Toledo. It was incidental contact there. He's gonna slowly walk over to the sideline. He's probably in a world of pain, but he's really doing his best to try and walk it off here. Man, that is one shot that a man does not forget. And we have a stoppage in play as we're just waiting for Timmy Yee to, just say, yeah, I'm ready to go again. He's still a little stiff as he's walking back to the free throw line. He's going to get 2 shots. Foul is called against Matthew Villanueva, of course. Obviously, it's his second and team second. As Yee comes to the line for 2, misses his first. And now for his second. Yee hits it home. I believe the official call is a flagrant. I did not get a call there from Coach Curran as they're having trouble with the public address microphone, but it is a flagrant, so the the Owls will keep possession as it is now Washington driving across the other way. Gets it over to number 0, Leslie. Leslie for a deep 3, hits it home, 39-35. 17-18 to play as Jalen Jones looks for Josh Nisulu, who's having himself one of the best games of his season. And Josh gets it underneath to Jennings. Jennings over to Josh. Josh putting it up for 2. Misses his shot, but he is fouled doing so. So he's going to come to the line for 2 shots. The foul is called against Ethan Jew. It is his 3rd and team second as Josh Nisulu comes to the line for 2. He puts up his first of 2, and it is good. And Josh Nisulu now for his 2nd of 2, puts it up. It is good. 39-37 is the score with 17:03 to play. As Elijah Washington gets it over to Jalen Leslie. Jalen Leslie driving it up the middle through the paint for 2. What a physical basket from him there. Makes this a two-score game again. As Jalen Jones calls Josh Nisulu over to the left side. Now Jude Jennings faces to the right, now goes back to the left. He's wide open, gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion hands it off to Matty Villanueva. Now Fashion underneath the basket, gets a pass from Villanueva, puts it up for 2. What a job there by the Renegades. Beautifully ran play. As Jalen Leslie now has it, gets it over to the corner to Washington. Washington with good defense from Jude Jennings, able to get it over to Jalen Leslie. Covered by Jalen Jones, gets it over to Ethan Jew. Jew spins inside and puts it up for 2. 43-29 is the score. As Jude Jennings gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu spins inside and puts it up for 2, but guess what? He was fouled doing so, so the basket is not going to count, and it is actually not even going to be a shooting foul there. And taking it out will be Jalen Jones for the Ohlone College Renegades. (43-39) is the score. 15:56 to play and 20 to shoot when Jalen gets this one to a teammate. As Josh Nisulu has it, gets it over to the left side of Jalen Jones. Jalen underneath to Josh now. Josh driving it inside. Now plants his foot, gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jones over to the corner to Villanueva. Villanueva with 4 to shoot, puts it up for 2, misses a shot. It's rebounded by Darrell Lowry, and Lowry gets it over to Leslie. Leslie now gonna take his time, gets it over to the left side to Micah White, and White has this pass stolen away from him by Fashion to Villanueva to Josh Nisulu in the corner for 3, rebounded by Jude Jennings, and Jennings puts it up for 2, and Micaiah White was able to clean that one up as it was a missed shot from Jude Jennings. Now over from the corner is Timmy Yee, gets it over to number 4, Jalen Williams. Now over to Micaiah White again. White back over to Timmy Yee. Timmy looking to try and find a teammate here, has Jude Jennings trying to press him back on the outside, gets a screen from Darrell Lowry, now gets it over to Lowry for a deep three. It hits the rim and no good. Maddie Villanueva with the rebound. Jalen Jones now back across the court, gets it over to Fashion, now to Villanueva. Villanueva back over to Jalen Jones. Jones loses control of the basketball and it's picked up by Weich. Weich gets it over to number 0, Leslie. Leslie misses his shot, but in there to clean him up is Micaiah Weich. Getting ready to check into the game will be Nebutek Lamariam and Elmi as Josh Nisulu puts this one up for 2, and it is no good. He was able to run over one of the Eagles, and it was Timmy Yee who got ran over and ran into his own teammate, Jalen Williams. They tumbled over each other on that play. Ooh, excuse me there. They tumbled over each other on that play, and Josh Nisulu was able to draw the foul from Timmy Yee. It is his 3rd and team 4th, so Nisulu is going to come to the line for 2 shots. And getting ready to check into the game for the Renegades is going to be Nebutek Lamariam and Khalid Elmi. 14-14 to play. Now for his first of 2, here comes Josh Nisulu. Getting ready to check in will be Elijah Washington and number 3, Jamal Frenchwood, as Josh's first shot is good. I just noticed that I forgot to update the score here. It's supposed to be 45-40. And now Josh Nisulu with his 2nd of 2 at the line. Here we go. He shoots. It's good. And here now is Nebutek Lamariam as he is in, and a timeout is called by the Owls, and we'll be back in just the 30 seconds.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And we are back with more Ohlone College men's basketball action live from the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. This is Armando Galan, and we are calling live here from the Ohlone College Fremont campus. The Owls have possession here. It is Washington who gets it over to number 1, Lowry. Lowry underneath to number 3, Frenchwood. Frenchwood behind the net gets it over to number 15, Washington. Washington drives this one up, puts it up for 2, misses his shot, but he draws a foul.
Foul. Number 12.
Foul is called against Khalid Elmi. It is his first and team's 3rd, so coming to the line is going to be Elijah Washington for 2 shots. His first goes up. His first is good. Now for a 2nd and 2, goes Washington. Puts it up, and it's no good. So Michael Fashion rebounds it and gets it over to Jalen Jones, and here we go. It is a 5-point game here as Jalen drives this one up the middle, gets it over to Tekla Mariam, wide open in the wing for three, misses his shot. It is rebounded by the Owls, and now it's Weich, who was alone with Khalid Elmi, and Elmi was able to stop his momentum to not let him drive it up the middle for a 2-point shot. Frenchwood over to number 15, Washington, and the Renegades will still surrender a basket nonetheless. 48-41, Renegades trail by 7 as the Renegades lose control of the ball here, and it is not going to be a turnover as it is called out on the Owls. And here we go, Jalen.
Game warning.
And a delay of game warning is called against the Owls. And here comes Jude Jennings now as he gets it on the takeout from Jalen Jones. Gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion with Khalid Elmi wide open in the wing for three. Misses his shot. 3:10 to play here. It is 48-41, Owls lead as Lowry gets it over to number 3, Frenchwood. Frenchwood to number 4, Williams, and Williams is going to travel on the play. So the Renegades are going to retake possession, and they absolutely need to get on a run here. They cannot afford to lose this game. This is a very pivotal game that could potentially decide home court advantage for the Renegades. And the pressure is being felt here for the Renegades as they need to come up with some baskets quickly. Jude Jennings, stutter step spin inside, puts it up for 2. Great job by Jude Jennings. 48-43 as here comes Lowry, who puts it up for 2. It is good. He's going to score the basket and get a shot here. A three-point play as a foul is called against Ohlone College. Michael Fashion is his 3rd and team 4th. And the 3-point play is good. Owls lead by a score of 8 points. As Jalen Jones gets it over to the left side to Tekla Mariam. Tekla Mariam looking to try and find Jude Jennings, but Jennings wasn't open. Now he gets it from Jalen Jones. Jude loses control of his footing. He does it again, but able to get it over to Jalen Jones. Jones's pass is intercepted by the Owls, and it was number 3, Frenchwood, who had it. He lost control and gave it over to Fashion. Fashion somehow to lose his control, and a dunk by Jalen Williams puts it up for 2, and the Renegades now trail by 10. And a timeout is called on the floor. As it looks like, I think Michael Fashion might have suffered an injury. No, he's just getting checked out of the game. Okay. So the personnel for the Renegades is going to go Josh Nisulu, Jonathan Powell, Nebu Tekla Mariam, Ryan Uncleback, and Jude Jennings. As Powell now has it. This is the first time he's playing today. Gets it over to Uncleback, who's in the right side wing. Gets it over to Josh Nisulu in the center for 3. Misses his shot, and it's rebounded by number 15, Washington. Washington over to Lowry, and Lowry gets it back over to Washington. Washington from the right side wing. Drives it inside, gets it over to number 11, Weich. Weich misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Tekla Mariam. And Tekla Mariam gets it over to the right side to Jonathan Powell. Powell to the far right side wing, gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jennings gets a screen from Uncleback, drives it the other way, stutter step spin inside, almost loses his footing, puts it up for 2, and he misses his shot. It's rebounded by Weich. Weich gets it over to number 1, Lowry. Lowry misses his shot. It's cleaned up by Williams again, and he dunks it again, and he is on fire so far in the second half. A second dunk in a row, 55-43 with 11:15 to play, and it is Josh Nisulu on the left side, driving this one inside, almost loses control of the ball, has to try and fight it away, and it's a jump ball. Possession is going to go to the Renegades. Oh, man. Some physical basketball is being played here tonight between these two teams. And the Owls are just playing their A game right now. As Powell is going to pass it over to Uncleback. Uncleback gets it back over to Powell. Powell putting it up for three, hits it home! What a job by Jonathan Powell! A beautiful shot there and a much-needed three-point shot. And this is now a 9-point game. Renegades got to get a stop here as it is number 11. Weish gets it over to number 15, Washington. Missed three-point shot. 3 Renegades to rebound there. It is Jude Jennings. Now over to Powell, over to Uncleback. Uncleback back over to Jude. Almost a dangerous pass, but Jude able to make an adjustment there on the pass to get the ball. He is now going to have it on the right side wing. Drives it up the middle. Throws it over to Teklamariam. Now to Uncleback. Now to Powell. Powell back over to the right side. It is Jude Jennings. Fakes his shot, puts it up, and he is fouled doing so. No, there is an injury on the court. Before the foul is called, is the foul actually, no, the foul is actually going to be called, not a shooting foul. It's number 15, Elijah Washington, who is a little bit banged up on the play, but he seems to be okay. He's not calling for the trainer. He was hunched over, though, like he was hurt, so I thought that he was hurt for sure as Uncleback takes it on the takeout from Powell, drives it up the middle, and he gets thrown to the mat. He's looking for a foul, and you got to get up and start playing now. Can't be looking for a foul as Leslie has it, gets it over to Yee, and Yee misses his three-point shot. Leslie is able to rebound it. Now Leslie, from the center, looking to try and get a screen, passes it over to the right side to Williams, and Williams, who's been on fire, gets it stolen away by Jonathan Powell. Powell over to Uncleback, puts it up for two, blocked there by Williams. Oh my goodness, Jalen Williams, have the half of your life tonight. Wow, he is absolutely sensational tonight for the Owls, and a huge, huge reason why the Owls are currently leading by 9. And so the Owls will take possession here, and taking it out will be Frenchwood. He'll give it over to Leslie. And Leslie now going to set up the play, and the Renegades absolutely need a stop here with 9:43 to play. Gets it over to Williams. Williams going to drive it inside, backs away now, gets it over to Lowry. Lowry puts it up for two, misses his shot, rebounded by Teklamariam, gets it over to Nisulu. Nisulu back over to Powell, and Powell is going to set up the play now. Personnel to the left is going to be Teklamariam, and he's going to get it, and also Uncleback. To the right is Josh Nisulu, who has it now. Powell and Jude Jennings. Nisulu gets it over to the left side, gets it now to Uncleback. Uncleback passes it over to Teklamariam. Teklamariam gets it stolen away by Darrell Lowry, and Lowry is going to slam it down for a dunk. And this game is starting to get out of hand for the Renegades. Momentum clearly on the side of the Owls. They need to retake possession here and score a basket. The Renegades do, and there's a foul called against the Owls. It is called against Darrell Lowry. It is his third and team 6th. With 9 to play, 57-46. And I believe we have an injury timeout, and yes, there is, as Nebu Teklamariam is bleeding. So Chelsea's going to have to go in and clean him up. And there's a stoppage of play, so we're going to just take a quick break. No, we are not. Play is about to start again. 9 to play, 24 to shoot when action returns back to the court. Personnel for the Renegades is going to be Josh Nisulu, Jude Jennings, Jonathan Powell, Matthew Villanueva, and Ryan Uncleback. The guys got a kick out of me calling Uncleback Unk earlier today when we were watching baseball, and the baseball team absolutely dominated San Bernardino Valley College today. I believe the score was 19-5 when it was all said and done. So a good win for the Renegades. As Josh Nisulu spins inside, puts it up for two, and hits it home. 57-48, 8:46 to play, as this is Williams who gets it over to Yee. Yee back over to Frenchwood, and Frenchwood looking for a man, gets it over to Lowry, who's in the corner for three, misses his shot. Rebounded by Josh Nisulu, has to try and get it away here, as he almost set down of bounds, but he is able to draw a foul before stepping out of bounds. And are they gonna?
Number 0, Jalen Leslie, his third.
And it's called against Jalen Leslie. It's his third and team seventh. And Josh Nisulu is going to come to the line here. And this is an important 2 shots for Josh Nisulu. Renegades need all the points they can get as they are running out of time. And they only have 8.5 minutes here to try and claw their way back into this game, trailing by 9. As it's kind of hard to believe that we are an hour and 21 minutes into this game and 8 seconds exactly. Josh Nisulu to the line, puts it up for 1, and it is no good. It was actually a 1-and-1, so Nisulu's going to get none as he missed his first. 8:25 to play here in the first and in the second half as Leslie spins inside, able to put it up for 2, and now he's going to come to the line for the 3-point play, and that is the third 3-point play for this Owls squad.
Number 1, Matthew Villanueva, his third. And scored Leslie.
As Leslie puts this one up, and it's another 3-point play for the Owls and the Renegades, not making any dents into this lead and running out of time. They need 12 unanswered points right here and right now. Josh Nisulu got to get this offense going, gets it over to Fascia, now over to Villanueva. Villanueva misses his 2-point shot, and it was wide open. Lowry gets it over now to number 4, Williams. Williams over to number 15, Washington. Back over to Leslie, now back over to Lowry, now back over to Williams, and now over to Washington in the wing for 3. 63-48, and the Owls are running away with this game. They are running away with an upset right now. 7:40 to play as Fashion has it on the right side, gets it over to Villanueva on the right side. Now Fashion back over to Nisulu. Nisulu fading it to the right side wing, puts it up for 3, misses his shot. Rebounded by guess who? Jalen Williams. And Williams is going to drive this one all the way up the middle, puts it up for a layup, misses his shot, but he is fouled doing no. Are they going to call this a foul on the Owls? No, they are not, as it looked like they were, as number 11, Micaiah Weish was putting his arms up and shrugging his shoulders like, I didn't do anything. I thought that they were going to call a foul on him, and I wondered what in the world they were looking at there, as that was clearly a foul committed by Josh Nisulu. It is his first and team 7th. Now Jalen Williams is going to come to the line for 2 shots. His first is good. Now for his second. And Jalen Williams just staying on fire in this second half. You gotta wonder if the Renegades know how to dial 911 or not. As Williams misses his second of 2, so he's 1 for 2 at the line. 7:16 to play. Renegades need a basket here. They haven't had a basket in 2 minutes. As Fashion gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jones back over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu putting it up for 3, misses his shot. It is rebounded by Darrell Lowry, and Lowry gets it over. No pass yet. He's going to drive it up the middle himself. Almost loses control. And he draws another foul. Foul is on Matthew Villanueva. It is his 4th and team 8th. So Lowry is going to come to the line for 2 shots. And his first is perfect. Now for his second, and a timeout is called on the floor, and the Renegades, much needed timeout here. Let's see if they can regroup. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
911, where's your emergency? Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not safe. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
And so we are back from the timeout, and the Owls are pulling off the upset of the season so far. Currently leading the Renegades by a score of 65-48, and coming to the line is going to be Darrell Lowery for his second of 2 shots. It is up. It is no good. Rebounded by Leslie, though, and it is passed over to Lowery, and Lowery gets it over to Williams. If you're just tuning in, Williams has had himself a half to remember. Washington now over to Leslie for 2. Renegades trail by 19 points, and they are running out of time. 6:35 to play here. Jalen Jones over to Jude Jennings. Jude for a deep 3, hits it home, and finally the Renegades are back on the board. 6:22. Jalen Leslie gets it over to Lowery. Lowery drives this one up the middle, and he is fouled as he puts this one up, misses his shot, but he's going to come to the line for 2. Foul is called against Jalen Jones. It is the team 9th and his first. So coming to the line is Darrell Lowery, and Lowery puts it up for 1, and it is good. Now for his second of 2, Lowery. It is up, and it is good. 69-51. Jalen Jones. Oh, and there was a foul called against the Owls. It was Lowery called on the foul there. And the coaching staff is irate over there for the Owls. They do not believe that that was a foul. I completely took my eyes off of it. I was looking down at the roster sheet. It's now gonna come to the line for the Renegades is gonna be Josh Nisulu for the 1-and-1 with 6:10 to play. And we'll wait for the official call from Curran in a minute here as Nisulu puts it up for the 1-and-1, and it is no good. Foul was called against Micaiah White. It is his second and team 8th. And the Renegades, again, another possession with nothing. 6 minutes on the clock as Leslie gets it over to the right side to Williams. Williams over to number 15. Washington puts it up for 2, misses his shot. It is Matty Villanueva who rebounds it, gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jalen now over to Villanueva. Villanueva gonna drive it up the middle. Stutter steps, puts it up for 2, and he hits it home. 2-point shot there. 5:34, the Renegades need a turnover here. They need to force one. Elijah Washington back over to number 11, Micaiah Weish, and he misses his 3-point shot. It's rebounded by the Renegades. Now got to get another basket with 5:21 to play. Nisulu from the right side wing gets it over to Jalen Jones from the center. Jones gets a screen from Fashion, and now he's going to try and drive this one up the middle to Fashion to Nisulu now. Left side wing, fades it over to the center, back over to the left. Jude Jennings now has it. Loses his footing, able to break Williams' ankles. Gets it over to Villanueva, now to Josh Nisulu underneath the net. He puts it up for 2, and it is no good. He tumbles over as he was tripped, and he is going to draw a foul there and come to the line for 2 shots. Josh looks to be okay, though, but it kind of did hurt him just a bit. Nisulu is going to come to the line for 2 shots now. Foul is called against number 11, Micaiah White. It is his 3rd and team 9th. We are almost in the double bonus for both teams. As Nisulu hits his first of 2, now for his second of 2. Nisulu putting it up. It is no good. It is rebounded by Lowry. And Lowry gets it over to number 11, White, who gets it over to Williams. And Williams is going to call a timeout after passing it to Washington. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And we return back from the timeout, and the story of the game so far for the Renegades is the story of the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Too many turnovers as we return back to action here. Washington gets it over to Williams, now over to the corner to White. White gets it over to number 15, Washington. Washington over the middle to Leslie for 2. Breaking the 70-point threshold is the Owls as time is almost completely run out. 4:25. The Renegades absolutely need a historic run to come back and win this game. Jalen Jones driving it up the middle. Gets it over to Villanueva. Villanueva for a deep 3 in the corner, and he hits it. Taking it out will be number 15, Elijah Washington. Gets it over to Leslie. Now Leslie over to Frenchwood. Frenchwood to number 15, Washington. Washington back over to Williams. Williams to Leslie now. And Leslie over to the corner to Washington. No, to the wing. And Washington fades over to the center. Now to Lowry. In the corner now is Williams. Puts it up for 3, misses his shot. And in the scrum that developed going up for the rebound, a whistle was blown and it's a foul called against the Renegades again. And it's called against Josh Nisulu. It is his 2nd, and we are in the double bonus now as Williams is going to come to the line for 2 shots. His first of 2 is good. And his 2nd of 2 pending as Jude Jennings is coming out of the game. Nebutek Lamarium will be in now. That coffee that I got is starting to burn out now as we are heading through the back end of this game. And Williams is good for his 2nd of 2. Timeout is called. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Renegades now have possession. Sorry, my mic took a minute there to unmute itself as Josh Nisulu gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion back over to Villanueva for three, misses his shot. The Renegades trying to force a turnover. It is Lowry who drives this one up the middle and hits it home for two. And somehow the Owls are able to retake possession. I didn't even see what happened as I took my eyes off the court for just a second, and the Renegades have turned the ball over again. It is now number 15, Washington, who puts it up, misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Matthew Villanueva. Villanueva over to Jalen Jones. Jones misses his layup, and it was a wide open layup. Timeout is called by the Owls. And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Play returns, and it is Williams who has it. Gets it over to number 15, Washington. Back over to number 3, and now to Williams. Williams misses his shot. And so the Renegades are going to take it back the other way. Powell has this one go wayward and out of bounds, or no, wayward after the pass from Villanueva. Now the Owls are going to score another basket here. They are up by 20 now. As this game is seemingly over, the Renegades are able to get 2 points there from Matty Villanueva. Frenchwood over to Williams, now over to number 11, Weich. Weich back over to Williams. Williams back over to Weich now. Back over to Williams. They're just playing catch over there. Somebody stop it, huh? Renegades actually got a 3-point shot there from Villanueva. And it goes out of bounds, and the Renegades are going to retake possession. Timeout called. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey guys, me Isabella Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just
Only you can prevent wildfires.
like if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Huh, that's funny. I didn't even mute my microphone on accident. Good thing I did not say anything off mic. All right, 1:41 to play here as the Renegades are just running out of time. And here we go. Jalen Jones taking it back the other way. Gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion underneath the basket gets it to Powell for 2. 1:23 to play as Josh Nisulu able to force a turnover. He goes out of bounds on the Owls, and the Renegades now starting to do exactly what it is they need to do in order to get back in this game. Just force quick turnovers and put up baskets. Quick turnovers and baskets. Quick turnovers and baskets as Powell gets this one underneath to Fashion. Fashion tried to dunk it and he gets denied by the net and the rim. And it's just been that type of night for the Renegades. You do everything right and then just the last thing you need to do to finish off the play and it just doesn't work out. Foul is called against Jonathan Powell, and we're in the double bonus. It is his first of the game. Elijah Washington is going to come to the line for 2 shots. His first of 2 is missed. Now for his second of 2. Here comes Washington. It is good. (78-62) as Villanueva shoots from the corner, misses his 3-point shot. And there is 49 seconds really as stop is going to play. There's a foul called. I just said stop is going to play. Play is going to stop. Man, all backwards now. Foul is called against Jalen Jones. Is Jalen Jones second? Of course, we are in the double bonus as Lowry hits his first of 2, makes it 79-62. Now for a second of 2, it is missed. Rebounded by Leslie, and Leslie gets it over to number 1, Lowry. Lowry going around the world now, gets it over to Weich. Weich back over to Lowry, going up for a dunk. Denied by Michael Fashion, and Fashion is going to be called for a foul there. And he knocked Lowry down on the ground, and then them two, well, Michael helped him up, and Lowry patted him on the back afterwards. So good sportsmanship there. And Coach Jordan Lee is not happy about that call, and I can't blame him because it was just Michael Fashion making a... Goodness, I just knocked the microphone over. My bad, everybody. It was just Michael Fashion making a block on the play. As Lowry's first shot is good. And now for his second, and it is good. And the Renegades have got to figure this out before come playoff time. I mean, the Owls may be the better team today, as the scoreboard suggests, as Villanueva hits a three-point shot. They are not 30 points better than the Renegades, or 20 points better than the Renegades, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree on that. This game should not have gotten away from the Renegades like it did today. And it's just been a pattern so far for this team. As we are approaching the final 10 seconds of this game, the Owls will have earned the victory here. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And the Owls improved to 14-2. The Renegades are now going to downgrade to 17-9. And that's going to do it, folks. And just same old story for the Renegades. Too many turnovers, not enough pressure defensively, just really not sound basketball, and really big mental errors and physical errors from the Renegades today. And they just did not play a full game of basketball. And they played with great intensity through the back end of the first half, and just it completely fell apart from there. And they have got to figure this out before playoff time. They have one more home game, which is next Friday. They will be going to City next week on Wednesday, and the Renegades have got to turn this around before playoff time. That will do it, folks. This final score is 81-65. Renegades have been defeated by the Owls. For everybody from the Ohlone College Broadcasting Department, this is Armando Galan thanking you for listening live. Good night, everybody.